What up, y'all? Let's get into some Harry Potter news. Now, before we get into the hot topic, let's go over some quick casting news. So, Warner Brothers came out and said over 30,000 people came to their casting call for the roles of Harry Potter, Ronald, and Hermione. Did I say it right? I don't know. They were looking for kids from the ages of 9 to 11, and they had to be residents of either Ireland and the UK. I'm sure, like, right now, they're still trying to nail those roles down, and they haven't quite ironed out who they want to be because all three of these people are going to have to figure out how to work together, so it's probably going to take them a minute to find these three characters or actors. They're purposely probably going to get unknown kids because these roles are about to be a huge commitment. They're probably going to lock them into these crazy 10-year contracts. When you go with unknown actors, you know, you can kind of underpay them a little bit, lock them down, because the reality is these kids are going to be the face of the show. Now, I must admit, even though so far right now we only have 3 supporting cast members that have been announced, I must say that this supporting crew is shaping up kind of nicely for me. Now, John Lithgow has been cast as Dumbledore. Listen, I loved him as the Trinity Killer in the Dexter series back in the day. Hands down, my favorite role for him. Now, even he is concerned about his age because he's about to be 80 years old, and HBO plans to expand this series over a minimum of 10 years. Wow, what an ambitious plan. Janet McTeer could possibly be Professor Minerva. Now, it's being reported that her deal is still pending. It hasn't been quite closed down yet, but I think she's gonna do good in this role if they can work out the terms and the money. Now, let's get into the hot topic. Controversy. So, Deadline is reporting that Paapa Essiedu has been cast as Snape for this new Harry Potter TV series. He's probably looking at it like, alright, this is job security. It is very hard for Black actors to get roles. We just gonna keep it a buck. So he's probably looking at it like, they finna lock me in for 10 years on the minimum. I'm finna at least have some guaranteed money. Yeah, I'll take it. And he's already played a role where he was race bent before. So I don't think y'all gonna be able to punk him out of being Snape because I think he's already played Hamlet. So he's used to race swapping. Not to mention, I think he's British. He's over from the UK, so they race swap all the time. I don't know if y'all know. I used to live in Europe when I was a kid, and all we had to read was Greek mythology and European literature. So if you're going to be in a play about these things, you're race swapping. So this is not going to bother him because I'm sure just coming up in theater, he's always played white characters. 90% of the time, I bet. I just don't want y'all to give Paapa no bob. Don't give that man no bob. And don't give him no prosthetic nose. Y'all got to figure out what this man finna look like. That's what I'm scared of. I think this man is built for it tough. I don't think people are going to be able to shake him out of this role. The sooner people accept it, the easier this medicine will go down. And, I mean, of all things, if J.K. Rowling, who is said to have a heavy influence on this total production, if she cool with it, nobody else can get mad. How are you getting mad if the creator's not even mad? This man was cast after Trump became president, after Trump is trying to shut down DEI everywhere, so y'all can't blame it on DEI. It can never be blamed on DEI because they filming over there in the UK. Even though it is an American studio, they're kind of letting them do their own thing over there. Warner Brothers and J.K. Rowling said, this is y'all Snape, so this is who y'all gotta rock with, or just don't watch it. Now, I know a lot of people don't like race swaps. Me, I personally am okay with it. Like, this is fantasy. Anybody can be anything as long as the actor is good, as long as the role isn't so, like, race specific. I'm okay with it. Like, what's the big deal, y'all? Now, I do know that people have an attachment to the books, and if you're attached to the books, just go read the books and let the people who want to watch the show watch the show. The books and the show, they not the same. They never, ever are going to be the same.
What do you think of what Hollywood has done to your books? And he answered very famously, Hollywood hasn't done anything to my books. They're right there. They're on the shelf. Not a word's been changed.
And I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but a little birdie told me that a lot of these studios, they're sending these scripts out and they don't even have the races mentioned a lot of times. Now, back in the day, they used to make it very clear when you would get a script, this is a Black man, this is a Hispanic man. I'm hearing that a lot of these scripts are taking the race out. So that could also see why you're starting to see a lot more race swaps take place. And even though some of these casting calls are going out and saying, hey, we're looking for a white male from the ages of 50 to 60 to play like a captain of a ship, you got people like Steve Toussaint who said, listen, I ain't white, but when I'm reading this script, script. I think I can do the part, so I'm gonna go out and try out for it. He tries out for it, and they say, listen, he was just the best man for the job. It ain't got nothing to do with him being black. He just killed it as Corlys Valerian. So this is who we rocking with. We're seeing it with Interview with the Vampire. Jacob Anderson, he's playing Louis, which is a more modern version that Brad Pitt starred in the early 90s. Almost everybody is liking his version. At first, they were a little scared. You know, the Anne Rice community was like, ugh, I don't really know about this, man. By the time we get to season 2, they calling this man the new Louis. Because after a while, they realize his race doesn't even really matter that much. Because this is a new, reimagined version, and they're changing the story to fit with whatever has to be going on at the times. Also, you have to expect these TV shows to take liberties. We obviously see that they're doing it right now, like in your face. They're not following the book straight to the TV show. These book to TV show adaptations always claim, oh, we're going to stick close to the source material. We're not changing everything. We're going to be true to the source material. But they always make changes. I have never seen a one-to-one yet. They always change things. A lot of people wanted Adam Driver to take up the role of Snape, and now we're about to dig into my forte, which is the business of movies. Adam Driver was never going to take this role because simply it's just too long of a commitment. This thing could be anywhere from a minimum of 10 years, probably to a maximum of 15 to 20, and Adam Driver just doesn't seem like the type of person who wants to commit to something that long unless the money gonna be right. That is my theory why I think he walked away from the Reed Richards role, because it's rumored they were in conversations, but I think he realized, look, if I'm about to be stuck with y'all for a long period of time, at least pay me my worth. And, you know, a project like this and a project like Marvel over there with the Fantastic Four, I don't think they wanted to pay people. So I think he left Reed Richards. Damon from House of the Dragon, he walked away from it too. And that's how we end up with Pedro Pascal. So all of this kind of blends in together because Adam Driver just was never going to do this role. I could not see him sticking with one company for this long. TV shows are just way more immersive than movies because TV shows just take longer to do over the course of a year. You can knock a movie out. Hey, some movies, your filming can be done anywhere within the range of 2 weeks to 3 months. When you're talking about a TV show, something that sounds as ambitious as this, and filming can be anywhere from probably 3 months on the minimum to 8 months on the maximum. We're kind of seeing those types of turnaround times with House of the Dragon. So he probably did not just want to take up such a large part of his year on this TV show unless he getting paid. So man, if you're not happy about the casting of Snape, I just suggest you don't watch it because I don't think y'all are going to be able to run him off. Don't give it your view. If it don't fit what you like, just stick to the books and read the books. Otherwise, how do y'all feel about the casting for Harry Potter so far? Leave comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.